My name is Casey Seitz, and I am mom to Hudson, my 7-year-old daughter who had a brain injury at birth. I'm also a financial advisor, and my practice focuses on helping families who have a child or an adult with special needs. And we do a lot of work around creating peace on the topic of money. I became a financial advisor because after Hudson was born, my husband and I and our family had a lot of questions about how to plan for her care long term. When we were asking those questions, it really centered around things like, how do we access benefits? What do we need to be thinking about in terms of caring for her long term? And in reality, the most fearful was, what if something happened to my husband or myself? Who would care for Hudson? Because we provide 24/7 care for her. It was completely overwhelming to think about those things, and I didn't feel like we had the right team at the table to answer those for us. My family had an existing advisor, and although intelligent and very good at what he does, he didn't really specialize in this area of planning. And so when I went looking, nationally even, for a financial advisor that could help us, I was really shocked to find that there aren't very many that focus on special needs planning. So I heard that calling, and here I am many years later, helping hundreds of families across the country answer the same questions that my husband and I had when Hudson was born, and also face the same challenges that we are doing right now with her as a 7-year-old and continuing to grow. Using the information listed here can help your family break down the financial need so you have a better understanding of exactly what your child might possibly need based on their diagnosis. Throughout this process, we'll take a deeper look at the costs associated with different injuries, disabilities, and limitations, and dive deeper into explaining how costs accumulate over a lifetime for each situation. Remember, these are rough estimates, so you'll really want to work with your team to solidify your particular situation and how these costs apply to your family and your child. Although this can be a daunting process, the cost information and, in reality, the team behind them will also help set expectations for you and your family so you can feel more confident in providing for and advocating for your child. Remember, this is a general framework, and lifetime costs will vary greatly for families depending on your child's injury and/or diagnosis. Finances are overwhelming when you have a child with any diagnosis, but when you have a child who had a brain injury at birth, the topic and money in general can be particularly intimidating. The statistics for the amount of money your family may need above and beyond health insurance when caring for a child with complex medical needs is staggering. I get it. We live it every day with Hudson. One of the most important things that I tell families when we begin this planning is not everything has to happen at once. You can manage this planning in phases, and it can be done over time. What's most important is you have a team at the table, and that you build that team of people that really can advocate for your child in the most appropriate way. You're going to want to work with your attorneys, both litigation and estate planning. You'll want a financial advisor at the table, specifically one who works primarily in the area of special needs planning. And you'll also want several benefits experts, some of whom actually helped us calculate the costs here on this site. Yes, the topic of money can be scary, overwhelming, and certainly can bring up a lot of intense emotions within your family. I tell parents and caregivers all the time, breathe. This is doable, and you do have a lot of support along the way.